Hi, welcome to Island. I'm Ginny, along with my husband Peter and our two Cavalier King Charles Spaniels. We are going to trade in the busy corporate life here in New Zealand, where we are based, and we're going to change our life to be full of more intention, to live simply, to use the things around us. And this channel is all about that journey, and you will see some of the craziness and mayhem that will ensue. And we're hoping that you will join us on this journey. We look forward to your comments and your thoughts. Welcome to our home. This is Tairāwhiti, Gisborne, on the east coast of New Zealand. This is where the sun rises for the very beginning of every new day in the world. And as I said, we'll be going to the far east coast of Canada, where that will be the beginning sunrise for North America. When we purchased this home, it was a bit of a 1970s time capsule. We've spent a lot of time working on that and changing it. I don't have very many of the before photos because we pretty much just got stuck in. However, I'll show you in a later video where things have ended up, and I'm not going to take you inside right now because it's a disaster. And you know, when you're moving and you're moving across the world, there's a lot of things you got to sell, particularly when you're looking at the different power. So it was things like washing machines and our blenders and all of those sorts of things. Well, note to self, I have no washing machine, so now I have to walk to the laundromat, and we're still here for the next several weeks. So I'll just take you around and show you the gardens after where we have ended up. And this is where we started. It was originally just grass out front, and what we did was slowly but surely, you'll see a butterfly. This garden is full of all kinds of pollinators. Pretty much everything is edible. If it's not edible, it's certainly not poisonous, and it is sustainable. There are bees everywhere. Like, everything is just about making sure that we can live. The butternut squash kind of got away from me. Potatoes are just about ready to harvest. However, the lady who's purchased our home will let her do that. That's a plum tree. As you can see, I don't weed, I plant. So I follow Hugh Richards, and the no-dig garden is kind of my way to go, because who wants to weed when you can just plant more stuff? And you can see that there is just an abundance. And what's really cool about this is that at night I have little lights, little fairy lights everywhere, so it lights up and it's quite pretty. I expect when the hedge grows up, it'll give it even more of a magical feel to things. We've had raspberries. We have a lovely little girl next door who I try and encourage, please come and have the raspberries. It's a lot of fun to pick them. And the birds love it here too. They love to eat pretty much everything we have. I've planted asparagus because this was supposed to be the forever house. Of course, it's not the forever house because we've made a change, or we're about to make a change, hoping the next one is. But you know, one of the things in Tairāwhiti that you get that you don't get anywhere else is amazing soil and year-round growing that is just second to none. So, you know, this is us looking back at the house, and I will absolutely miss this. We are very blessed to live here. I'm quite certain in our new location we will be equally as blessed. However, things will be a lot less expensive, and our plan with our new house is to reuse as much as possible, find secondhand goods, complete a reno that doesn't add more to landfills, which no one needs. And so yes, if this is of interest to you, please hit the subscribe button and like. More videos to follow. This is the view that is the after, before we go. It certainly did not look like this when we arrived. And we have spent a lot of time cultivating and making this a very sustainable property. And yes, those are grapes. Last year, what I learned was that you have to put netting over them. Birds eat them. So yes, and as you can see, there is still a lot of sustainability there. We have so much water from the other day that I need to empty our water tanks a little bit. Yes, and inside there is a mandarin tree and absolute beautiful hydrangeas. The soil here is amazing. I don't know that we will get annual goldfish except maybe in our house in a tank. It's been quite a joy to have them here, and as a result, we've had a number of bugs and different things come. We've had frogs, so it's been really great. Here are some slides from the before, during, and after of the reno, both inside and out. It was a total time capsule, 1970s. It was stunning, perfectly clean, but really caught in a time warp. Carpets every single place except where you didn't want them, and the lino was curled up and not even really attached to the floor anymore. Kitchen cupboards, while they look okay in the pictures, really were chipped and the doors were falling off. So there was a complete revamp needed. And of course, the grass at the front. And post-Cyclone Gabriel, we knew that we needed to have water and power and food because we were completely cut off during that. So there were some big lessons. And that's what we set out to do. We made this house as sustainable as it can be, being in the middle of town where we are walkable to everything, but when you look around, you feel like you're in the country. Thanks for watching, and please, if you are interested in how this trip is going to pan out, our next week's video is going to be on the start of cleaning up and getting ready to move out. Don't forget to hit the subscribe and like button.